Today's March 22nd. Today's quote is entitled, "The Ego of a Blade of Grass." The ego of a blade of grass is proportionate to its size. It is a very small and humble being that is either being cut or crushed or neglected. Its consciousness reflects its condition. We are also in a low and suffering position, but our ego doesn't match that. Our reality and our self-image are completely different. We thus learn humility and honest self-estimation from the grass. The reason I put this here is because of the Trinadapi Sunicena verse that we always hear about, being humble like a blade of grass. And at least growing up in Western culture, there's no cultural context of humble like a blade of grass. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of context about being humble. It's more about aggression, competition, getting ahead, selfishness. But humility in a blade of grass. So I just wanted to bring this so we could edify what is meant by Mahaprabhu when he talks about the grass. So herein, we're explaining why Mahaprabhu chose grass, because grass is small, and grass, people step on grass, and so the grass doesn't complain, and then after the people go, the grass will come back up, and it maintains its position, but its position is small, and its size is small, but our position is small, but our size, or the body's bigger, and the size of our ego is big. So our small position is different from the grass's small position, and that the grass, its ego reflects its size. It's very small. It's downtrodden. People walk on it. But we actually are very small and insignificant as well. But our ego doesn't match our size. Our ego matches something else. So there's a disparity between who we actually are and who we think we are. So to be humble like a blade of grass is to be realistic about the fact that we're just tiny particles and we're not very elevated souls. We're not anything special. And we should have that ego. And with that ego, we're in the perfect position to advance in spiritual life. Prabhupada said, unless you become humble and tolerant, you're not going to advance much in Krishna consciousness. And he said, becoming humble and tolerant is the real sign of a devotee, the real character of a devotee. Not that you're doing so many things, but there's no humility, there's no tolerance. So, yes. Yeah, so we learned this example. We learned humility from the grass. That's the example Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving. So now, every time we see grass, we can think of this verse and we can think, oh, the grass is humble, the grass is small. I should realize I'm small like the grass. I think I'm big, I'm special. But I'm actually not that significant. I'm also small like the grass. Fortunately, still loved by Krishna, even though I'm small. But indeed small, always was, always will be, and the grass can remind me to maintain that position. And the thing is, Krishna likes it when you think like that. He really appreciates it. It really touches his heart when you feel yourself small. He doesn't like it when you feel yourself big. It doesn't attract him. It doesn't please him. So, from our ego point of view, thinking ourselves small, it's not pleasing, but it pleases Krishna, and that's what's important. So think like that Krishna will be pleased with me when I deal with others in a humble way, and the attitude I have towards myself is also that I'm not that important and significant. There's 7 billion plus other people out there, so aside from us, 7 billion others. That's a lot of others. So we obviously are not the center. There's a lot of other people around.